Throwing now, Palmer on first.
But even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Now Palmer on first down. It's brought in complete. It's a catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first and 10, it's Palmer. He's going to rifle.
So let's go ahead and penalties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all of that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield, you throw the ball up in the air? That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, here's Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Startulele is a former first-round pick who's starting to round into form, becoming one of the better run stoppers in the league.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. David Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And his first carry, he loses the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Stewart missed weeks 3, 4, and 5 with a hamstring injury. Returned in week 6. Happy to have him back, I'm sure. 85 yards, 2 touchdowns.
They hated that they didn't win the game at New Orleans, but the philosophy and the way they played felt more like Carolina Panther football. Able to run it with Jonathan Stewart. Opens things up for Cam Newton in the passing game as well as a runner himself. And they just have to take care of the football. They're able to do that. Maybe they can string together enough wins to try and get back into the playoff race.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. This is Stewart again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Stewart on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And Ginn's got it. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was
to his left. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big...
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Newton now to throw. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd down here, and that'll be caught. Panthers touchdown. It's Benjamin with a grab. Kelvin Benjamin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he's able to put it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The throw is Palmer. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And this is where an offensive lineman really earns a living. You're on your own side of the field, but you only need a few inches, and you saw the good blocking at the point of attack. That is a well-earned first down.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And they just did not get the snap away in time. Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we asked them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now Palmer on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try and sneak it here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Are we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing it all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Shift together here from the D-line. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The busy night continuing for Stewart. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got time. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Robert Kindici in there to drop it for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Blue 95.
Again, it's Johnson. Down to the 25. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They go to Johnson again. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They're going to run this with a tight end. And running room hard. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pitch it out to Johnson, and they'll lose yardage.
We just saw there a big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And Palmer gives to Johnson, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
When you have a lot of confidence in your offensive line, that allows you to take shots, as we just saw there. Hardly anyone is going to say, let's go ahead and dial up a big throw from the shadow of their own goal line. But they did there because they knew the guys up front would give them time. They weren't able to complete it, but it was a nice attempt.
Now Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Newton. He's got time in the pocket. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to...
We set the roof on fire. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof on fire.